Welcome back, perhaps. Yes, looks pretty good. Looks pretty promising. Welcome back to Low Energy Videos, where I am Low Energy Videos, the cause of and solution to low energy videos. Today, we are going to be doing something that I briefly tried and frankly, I done fucked up. Why did I fuck up? I will explain in graphic detail. I got distracted. I wandered off. And I wanted the DLC. I had no DLC. Now I have the DLC. But I do not have the Infinite Mausoleum. Because of course I don't. Of course I don't. Because it's not out yet. It'll be out on the 11th. And I want to get my hands on that at some point, and hopefully that'll integrate pretty naturally with my character. I hope not. I don't need to create a whole new character just for this. But I want you all to know that I will be doing this first episode here, and then all subsequent episodes will be over on Twitch. Link in the doobly-doo. That's down below, also known as the description. Also, you might as well help a brother out, a brother captain, a lord captain, or lady captain, depending on whatever I decide to go for, by sharing and subscribing and liking and all that good stuff. And if you can help out with the stream goal, that'd be awesome too. We also have a Discord where I've been watching Simpsons nonstop. I wasn't going to stream today, but my schedule kind of got a bit wonky. But we've been watching Simpsons and we're watching Dungeon Meshi. We also did movies. So yeah, join the Discord. We do non-movie and stuff like that, stuff related. But yeah, even yeah. Also, terrible thing to say, but the guy who played Giles from Buffy, he died like fairly like an hour or two ago. Or at least it's been announced. Anthony Head. I'd recognize his face. He would pop up all over my screen. Obviously, I watched Buffy a lot, but that happened like 10 minutes before I went live. Oh well, sunrise, sunset. Okay. Well, that's sadness out of the way. Let's go to the happiest place in the world, the 40K setting. We are so small. Mastiff, and the Death Cultist. I think there's some Xeno shenanigans going on. But what we need to do is start looking into difficulty. Now I could have fiddled with all this stuff to pick a little story. Why? Well, because simply put, I'm going to be doing this for a long time. The faster we can move through it, the better. Sure, I could set it to be completely lopsided, nerfed. But no, we have to work with this. Slowly. Now, we got the 3 different characters. If you don't know, this is set in the 40K setting, of course. You play as a rogue trader. A very unique type of character with a lot of power and influence. You go across the Imperium, well, trading for the most part, but also building a dynasty. You help the Imperium out whenever you can, but also make fat stacks. You're given quite a lot of leeway. By 40K standards, anyway. Hang on. Okay, that should be a bit better. We always create your own character. I mean, the presets are fine. Now, for like a lot of Owlcat games, you will see a lot of character stuff that's pre-recorded. And that'll be fine if you didn't already run across all these characters throughout the game. I mean, that's just the main moment in it. Buddies are buddies. So I have to start thinking about my character, right? Now, I've never outright played this game to completion. So maybe if I want, I can play like the Ultimate Puritan. There's some sexy mommies here. And I suppose daddies too. Kind of like the idea of being a psychopathic Puritan. Ooh. Yeah, we have to think about what character we're playing. Very cool looking. He's kind of the iconoclast. Because there's three paths you can do. A lot of different endings, but there's 3 general paths. There's the Puritan, there's the iconoclast, and then you can just go full heretic. I'm thinking what I will do is I will become a Puritan in the most puritanical way possible. Cool. You know, if I was an Inquisitor, I'd look at that dress and think, wow, everything there is designed to kill something. Like, you can see those tendrils there. They could come out and, like, strangle someone. Could be a kinky thing, could not. All the hairpins would be laced with poison. But also, tendrils. How gene stealer of you, madam. An interesting shade of skin there. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is there's some kick-ass characterizations here. This could be a good one. I kind of want to be a dude. This is kind of gender neutral. Let's go with this. Ooh, I like this. It heavily implies that, like, I found God after half my head got blown off. Yeah. I mean, I could be a psyker, but that sucks. Simply because I don't trust the idea of being a psyker. Ooh, the white kind of gives me an implication that she'd be very holy. I am just going on pure holiness, but with a bit of personality, and that's kind of hard. Like, these guys are ridiculously holy. Boring. Cool, but too grounded. Psychic mutant. Tempting. Very cool looking, but the way he's dressed... That could be lights. That could just be lights. Kind of fun. Kind of interesting. Tempting. I could be writing down all your sins. That's one of them. The thing is, though, I don't want these character models to be reused. That's the thing. I don't want to be playing the game and then halfway through I run across a character that just looks like this, you know? But as it stands, yeah. Let's go with this guy, right? Now, his appearance. Well, let's try to match him as much as possible to this. He's a big dude. His face is very fucked up. He's white, but he ain't pasty white. Something like this. Body fat, body lean, body strong. He's a chunker. Alright, just checking something. Thank God we don't see some cyberpunk dinky donkey floating around. Hair. Now, let's see. Considering half his face is ripped off with cybernetics, his hair, it represents it in the form... Oh, they're dreads! So let's find some dreads. Okay. Not dreads. He's also gray. beard. Can't really tell what his eye color is, so it doesn't really matter. There just needs to be kind of. He's flat. He's got a Krug sort of. Yeah. Tattoos. Does he have any tattoos? No, but I could put on some tattoos for him. It's okay. Give him an Aquila. He actually doesn't have any scars on the side of his face, so he's just weathered. Chaos? I don't think so. He probably wouldn't actually have tattoos. That be considered very. Did they make a character model that you can't actually make look like? Because that makes me a sad panda. Wait a minute. Yeah, one of his eyes is completely covered, right? It goes all the way down to... He's got the Terminator look to him. A little too much. Also, apparently, the hair. Where's his beard? Yeah. Too much. It's kind of got a pointy thing going on. I used to be able to grow my beard like that. Is that a full beard? Yeah, no, it's a pointer. A little pointy. Fu Manchu. Mutton chops. Same color as his beard. So. Man, do I have to pick a different character appearance just based off the fact I want my character to look like the way I want him to look like? That fucking sucks. Close. Oh. Very close. Alright, let's go for a Zeus vibe going on here. Where's his augments? No tattoos, augments. Nothing, nothing. Right. Now. Head, skull, but what about eyes? It's a robo nose. That's the same one as the other one. Kind of pointless. Metal mouth. Can't see it. Might just have it as it is. Annoying as it is. Also, you can't change the color. It's kind of annoying. It's not 1-to-1. It's barely 1-to-2. I suppose that'll have to go.
Macro cannons! Volley! Set for the Von Phalanxius Annals. For the Emperor!
I think that'll do well.
I'll make it happen.
Your existence is naught but ashes.
Time for a round of space regicide!
My supremacy is proven once again.
No. The pious male.
Look upon the Emperor's faithful and tremble.
Yeah. Homeworld. Death World. Voidborn. Hive World. Forge World. Imperial World and Fortress World. Death World. Death worlds, planets, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself takes aggressive and destructive forms cynical to human life, especially difficult to colonize. Many death world possess valuable resources and human presence. These harsh environments result in some of the harshest environments, hardiest resilient population. Voidburn? No. Hiveworld. Hiveworld population is so dense that great swathes of surface. Maybe. Forge World. Intelligence and toughness. Alright, well that kind of sells it. The Imperial World? Yeah. Although a Fortress World. Oh, that's also really good. Humanity's finest. Hero World characters can select any characteristic except weapon skill or ballistic skill to add 10 bonus. Ready to serve? Imperial World characters affected by allies' non-damage ability. Resolve is increased. Better to die for the Emperor. Under 40%. Bonus characteristics and 2 to resolve. First archetype, one less. No, the heresy. Strong together. Okay. So our bonus is strength, toughness, agility, intelligence, perception, willpower, or fellowship. I'm going to go with willpower. The reason I'm picking that is because of chaos. Now, you could have him as a Ministorum priest. He doesn't really look the part. Still, unshakable faith. Start the combat to gain willpower, stack zeal. 1 zeal for each enemy they attack with a bolter, flamer, or chain, melta, or power weapon for the first time in combat. 2 stacks each time a Xenos or demon is killed by any source. Willpower and lore of the Imperium. Willpower, lore of the Imperium. Litany of hatred, Emperor protects. See the arbitrator. Ooh. No. Noble, absolutely. Oh, that would definitely make him look a lot closer to what he looks like in this. You serve me. Noble assigned one ally who becomes their servant to the end of combat. Anytime noble ability affects a servant, the servant gets 5 to all characteristics start at the noble's next turn. You protect me, you kill it, you are next, go on. Hey, just because I'm a noble doesn't mean that I'm... If anything, I've justified being successful, right? Apex of Brilliance. Strong presence and persuasion of feudal war system. Illustrious glory, coercion, feats of greatness. Do a persuasion. Alright, let's roll those odds. Now, here we are. Warrior, officer, operative, soldier, and blade dancer. Officer seems like the best source of it. I stand behind and I buff them up. Bring it down, voice of command. Isn't bring it down? Yes! 2 AP and no MP. Alright. Characteristics. Bump it up to 35. Maybe we should just even it out. Generic. Bland, even. Perception, character perceives their surroundings, high perception. Alright, I'm thinking I'm gonna have my guy with like a sniper rifle or like a bolter. One shot makes a lot of damage, sort of thing. So 40. Put 5 into each of these. Well, maybe this. Oh, I'm such a coward. Lev, come on. No. Whenever possible. We must ensure that I don't fuck it up. No, you have. No, I haven't. Haha! Alright. Generic across the board. Now, here's our void ship. A sword class frigate. You ever played the, Intriguing. If you ever played the game Battlefleet Gothic 2, it's more or less this. You get to use one of these. You get to use one of these as a fucking like throwaway scout ship. Just to show the vastness of the Imperium. Look, they have 26,000 people who call this on. So you're basically living in it's a town. You're floating around in a giant town. Patient Fortune. Sword class frigate. Void ship provided thousands of battles, combined decent firepower, high speed, and respectable survivability. Von Volantis flagship. It's the mightiest void ship belonging to Von Volantis dynasty. Every system aboard the frigate has been tried and tested in engagements, weapon turrets, hard-hitting volleys, pinpoint accuracy, plasma drives are rugged and reliable. Flagship side maneuverability, perfect for persuading smaller, faster raiders, hunting pirates, Xenos, heretics. Coronis Expanse, Van Volantis Rogue Trader has acknowledged exceptional performance of the vessel and with few minor updates continue faithfully serves the Von Volantis dynasty. So, the Patient Fortune. Levicus. Ah, after I lost my brain, they said I saw the Emperor. Or at least I did, when I was screaming at them over and over again. Well, I wasn't quite the party animal I was at that point, but I'll tell you something. The Emperor flows through me like a hot power sword through a acolyte holding a dagger. You thought you could trust him, so you turn your back, but no, he goes for the jugular, because someone paid him a few coppers. Promise of a pretty girl in exchange for your life. Well, he's now a servitor. I had him scrubbing the floors or something. Anyway, praise the Emperor. I like the idea of him being like very pragmatic with it, you know? Alright, let's get started. Wow, there is some delay on this. There we go. I know how abstract the statues are, because they're all meant to be the Emperor. It's just...
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Hello, Conrad. Looking forward to having you being almost forgettable. What up in the hizzy? Indeed, the hizzy. Hello, lowbrow. I'm sorry I had to be the bearer of bad news. Boop. The first hater today on your channel. Ooh! Well, before you get into that, could you tell me how my audio is, seeing that you're the first person up? Game too loud, I'm too slow, I'm too small, what's going on? And then lay into me with deets. Beautiful, beautiful deets. Truly an awe-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with a chance to give their very life.
Loud. Good to know. I'll bump it down to 0.45.
For the master of humanity.
Hopefully that's a bit better.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
My name is much better. Thank you. This is how we learn. My name is Levicus. Duke Levicus Eos. I shouldn't have done it all in caps. Ventris Val von Calix. You may be calling me your grace. No, this is what he would have been like before the brain damage. Now he's all like, I am simply Levicus.
My regards, Master. Or should I say, von Valencias, scion of a blessed rogue trader house in the service of the Imperium. Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you. Understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodora. It required no small effort on the part of Her Ladyship's servants to discover and verify this blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty.
Well, I'm not a big fan of AI stuff myself. I mean, the content itself was AI generated. I'd say you have a point, but that is he doesn't. I'm still not a huge fan of people using AI stuff. It does kind of look cheap. Like to make up a thumbnail isn't actually that hard. Like if I can do it, if I can make all this myself, just think what a competent person can do, right? If you're using it as a sort of like a placeholder, then I suppose that's fine. It just, you will get people like this. I'm not saying that what he did was right, but I do kind of see where he's coming from. Want me to be honest?
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders
Oh, they're
entered
not
the Gold
AI.
Emperor's
Okay.
service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
I use ChatGPT for the banner, profile picture, and your avatar. Okay. I don't know. Like, always try to find alternatives, right? Nothing inherently wrong with AI. It's just there's a stink about it, you know. I'm very anti-AI myself. I use AI like ChatGPT and shit for nothing related to the streams, just to dick around with. Like, how many pennies could be used to fill up? Oh, hold on. How many pennies to fill up the Grand Canyon? It would take approximately 6 quintillion to 9.6 quintillion pennies to completely fill up the Grand Canyon. Neatly, it depends on how neatly they're arranged. Meh. Boop. That's it. I suppose I could also use it for porn. I don't know. I'm not a big AI fan. Like, there's too many people who use it as a cheap way out. It's better that you make a trashy looking stream that you yourself made than you go and you buy it. It's the same for those people who use like the overlays that are like mass produced and look all the same. It's just, I don't know. There's something phony about it. I'm saying you are.
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium, but from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
Curious Tale, Master of Whispers, what are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius.
Did you never see
I
Game of
uncover
Thrones?
weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others. I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back, especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities. There is, and you will meet him soon enough. But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord's Captain and Master Ethelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Right.
The Divine watches over us.
Now, first thing I've noticed is that the overlay looks a little different. Stub revolver. Massive conference table, crafted from real wood, incredibly valuable on board a ship. If you listen to like the generic gibberish, that's closer to what Gothic would sound like. Sounds like bastardized Latin. But of course we all make it English because, well, we need to know what the fuck they're saying. I always wish they did it with Esperanto.
Von Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Not much going on here. Right, here's our first combat. Servitors go a little bit wonky.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk! May the blessings of the Divine grant us the courage and strength.
Okay, let's you serve me. Assigns an ally who become their servant to the end of the fight. Right. Let's see.
The Emperor commands. I won't suffer this.
Alright.
I will not be deterred.
That should be everything. I will get a little closer. No, you can't. Alright. Missed. Missed. Beep. Boop.
And so shall it be done.
Fuck.
Rejoice in service. This is beyond me.
Alright. Come on. Bruh. Really? You be like that,
So
huh?
shall be done.
Alright. Wow, you're really not actually, I was gonna say. Thank you.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here.
Hey, Troy.
I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
How you doing, man?
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Fortunately, you can't loot the bodies.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
We can have a look at the place around it. Here is violent alloy, which upon closer examination turns out to be a handcrafted object. Symbols carved. You know, going out for food, huh? What were you thinking? When I'm finished this, by the way, Simpsons. Well, actually, I might have to DM somebody, so. It depends. There will be Simpsons tonight. It's just sparking particles. Stone this pedestal is no doubt solid, but surface shimmers and changes hue.
Know your duty.
Strange object that resembles sea coral, pitted with the underwater. Gray-green crystal with white veins. I'm sure some of these are gonna have some pretty shitty responses. There's the tank. Numerous reclaim the restore of the grace of the God Emperor, first priest of capital war, the pacification of whatever the fuck it was. Tarantula sentry gun. New standard construction, manufactorum. Interesting. Wires of the servitor's head are still smouldering and seem the cause of malfunction was short circuit of the motive force, which is a polite way of saying electricity.
Let the faith guide my path to
They
glory.
pretend that it's anything different. Oop. Here is the giant statue from before. Yo, Tech Priest. Tech Litany from Sheer Plus require vox casting to initiate the consecration of unguents, preparation of technomats. So you approach something and the servitor's body begins to hum. So we're not going to address the fact that those fuckers just tried to kill me and everyone else. Okay, cool.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
First impression of Edelthrad appears to be about 30 years old. Is parchment like skin stretched. Implants and bone, nervously twitching fingers, like tick, jerky motion, illness, or defense, physical form. Stark contrast, Theodora features appears they were carved from marble. Everything seems to be out for the two. You see two more men. Data slate.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6.
There's no
A new
real
world on
right
the
or wrong.
fringes of the Coronus expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Must be purged for the good of the Imperium. Must exterminate the heretic belief in the word of power. That's exactly what I would have done. If I meant to be going super like, for the Emperor.
Another one. I suppose your answer is strictly correct. But not here. Not on the frontier. Not when we are playing for such high stakes.
Yeah, the game's little nod to go like, so you're going to play as a, you're going to be playing as a like an actual how an Imperial officer would act, which is slaughter everything in the name of the Emperor, yeah, that might not be the best way of playing it. My counter is, I'm still going to do it anyway. I'm going to burn bridges, I'm going to cut off huge swaths of the game, all for the glory of the Emperor. If I ever play this again, I could play as the Iconoclast and maybe get a little bit more complicated, or even go opposite and be like a heretic.
Lady Theodora, your disappointment puzzles me. I gave you the same answer from the off, albeit in a more complete and compelling form. The God Emperor's tenets.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officers' deck.
You are a heretic, for the record, bitch. I know how this story goes. And I know who's to fucking blame as well.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
We will make this a bastion of Imperial glory.
Why are you here?
I do not know yet. I hope you will clarify that.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however...
In the Imperium, information is not given out freely, lady. So, this is even less information? Okay.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo.
Fish or chicken? Get fish for a change if you haven't had it recently.
Trader in the
I'm getting fish
service
next
of the
week.
God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel.
The
Mine
warrant
honor
of
to venture
trade.
into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
For the glory of the Emperor, right? She just grins. For the glory of the Emperor, right?
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right.
Chatty McChatty's out there.
I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
One of us? Or heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Bloodright alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Sure, that didn't make him jaded or anything.
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him.
He's a mutant,
Voitvir's
so they could
performance
never
in his
get him.
current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Thank you for clarifying. I may ask a question.
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
An incident took place in the officer's desk, and servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Technically it is.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread
Marvella.
about by uneducated riffraff.
Bow wow wow. Doggy boy.
Now, enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Adira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her
Oh,
unseen
Adira, I'm
advisors.
tossing you to the fucking
This
wind
ship
pretty
is
quickly.
ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant
Her
folk
accent
speak of
switches
specters
sometimes.
dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet
You can
live.
hear her American cutting in, or possibly Canadian. I don't know. Who keeps adding me? I'm streaming. Where is your ship headed?
The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
What are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aid. In that case, I shall head to...
Here we go. It's showtime.
Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Oh boy. Chaos cultists. I killed him in Dorktide. I'll kill them here.
Grovel before the faithful.
Your emperor won't save you.
He's your emperor too. Harlot.
Gotta hurt.
Follow my lead.
Venting prevents explosion.
To non-believers! Out of my way! Pain and duty go hand in hand. Actions will... Let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
On.
And so shall it be done.
Mort.
I cannot comply.
Target is under the overextended voice of command. Alright.
Rejoice in service.
I help.
Death to the weak.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. One fewer turn.
Break them around. To the heretics.
Well, that's how you fucking do it.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Yes, Mom. Not down here. Okay.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Now, obviously, what I'll pick up is a something like a last gun or a better pistol, just enough to have more of a oomph, you know. Hello, Mr. Phone. How can I help you today? It's
Thank
Discord.
Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Geller field failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving
which one I'm
scattered
picking.
reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Mutiny against the Emperor's anointed. Execute the traitors, every last one of them.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on transitional deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-Militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain, Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrat back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrat's psychic powers.
Yeah, so I go with Kunrad here.
Settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
I shall do everything in my power.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Move!
What a lovely lady.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Hits your heart with a sharp crackle and you are consumed gut-wrenching pain.
Yeah.
40k version of a blackjack. Promise you a special destiny, Leviticus. Leviticus. It's time to fulfill it. I already have it installed.
Careful.
Pardon me a moment. There.
Careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an
There.
mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Ah, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Budvir, you two-faced scum! You are the one behind this mayhem!
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the
In the
chamber
Eye of
are
Terror
guarded
book,
by
the Warrant of
Sentinel,
Trade is just
an
a big
ancient
scroll.
device
It's a
that will
bit
only
bigger
be
in this
visible
version.
to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What is it, inbred? Inbreed? Your blood too thin?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
What a sorry, pathetic excuse you ever have for your apostasy, your sword, wretched crow. What a sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy, your sword, wretched piece of grok shit?
Wretched. What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind.
At least he's being honest and not thinking that they're going to uplift humanity.
Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Von Valancius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Get out, I'm not your puppet. Voice in your head, giggle and mock you. Decision consequence, you were wounded by the corruptive weapon which led to warp entity invading your mind. You don't get a choice, you have to do it. But you get a way out. Examine the device. Carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator, which immediately catches your eye. Strange alloy, material, machine compound, architect relic. Servitor, the gate begins to move with screeching, groaning, and metal. It's the healing servitor like in Dark Tide. Put your hand in the Sentinel's maw. Cogitator flickers. Long minute passes, remain closed, begin to feel sick. You are leaning against the gate, you can catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Yes, I do require assistance.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Yeah. Like, you could just ask for a glass of water, but all it knows is how to activate the guns. And the flamethrowers.
There is still another way.
If you just wait around. And here it is. The true warrant of trade. Pretty big.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Well, in true words, document, I appoint this person to bear the warrant of trade, dynasty of their great mission. Paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, brave fists in darkness. Basically, they're rich bastards who knew rich bastards and gave them this. That's how the first one was born. And here's our Skelly boy.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
I need a weapon, I'm open to defenses.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup.
Communication protocols breached. Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Lead me away from you.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the Warren chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Divine watches over us.
Can't leave. It's weird doing this with your keyboard. Well, without your keyboard.
Duty.
Swing back. There we go. Alright. I have fallen down. Hello. You're going to hurt me now, aren't you?
Run, fools, or fall!
Blood.
Master, whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me, what is the meaning of this?
As a traitor, parted ways, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
Integrate for something and trying to reach the Warren somehow as part of the plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Yeah, from here, Senator, you're asking too many questions. It's only a matter of etiquette for another time. So it would seem, but he is not here, and we have a mutiny to end unquestionably. And he also admitted that he's open.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Thank you. Alright, this is showing you how your equipment works. You got a stub revolver, generic sword, armored body glove. Let's start with that. Stub revolver. Old-fashioned sword.
I can't allow myself to do this. This is beyond me.
Dodge penalty, kick cargo. There's Abelard. Oh, he literally is beyond him. Okay.
Sometimes, you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day. You are injured. I must dress your wounds before we go any further. We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Okay, so you... Ah, okay.
Let's patch you up.
Even in the darkest moment.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, but that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space.
The Imperium and humanity lead the way.
Come.
To arms, loyal
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires
chaos time.
I am but a faithful herald of the righteous wrath.
All of you will bleed.
Okay, so gotta charge this fucker.
victory is imminent.
Should have charged him first.
At your beck and call.
And here I am.
And
Shoot.
so your corrupt way has
Nice.
failed you. I will not be deterred. Rejoice in service.
Arbalad's a little bit stronger. And next turn he will be a little bit more capable of fucking shit up.
I serve the ruinous
You just get
powers.
nice and close to me, okay?
Chaos guides me.
Ha! Nice.
I took care of this one.
And now I equip my sword and do a cleave.
The Emperor left this with
Beautiful.
all who oppose
He
us.
parried it. Oh. Well, nobody's nerfic.
That's not the Seneschal's job. My place is at the fore. Indeed.
There we go. Now it lets you pick up stuff. Yeah, I want that. Switch out the shitty. Oh, we leveled up. Switched out the shitty stubber for the. Oh. Okay, one thing at a time. Carouse, toughness, coercion, lore imperium, commerce, persuasion. I want carouse. And I will give Medicaid to him because I'm going to keep Abelard. I'm going to keep... Well, maybe I might not. I want, like, maybe Cassandra. Not Cassandra. Cassia. I want Cassia. I want... Maybe the Arbites dude. And I want Argenta. Because he can get 3 people. Where's cargo? Information, cargo management. There it is. Boop. That's what I was looking for. I'll even do this. Why not? Double trouble. An Abelard can have 2 swords. weights today. Not quite done. I have to do one more set at 12.
I hear it.
Do it as soon as I'm finished
on
this.
The threshold of the blinded guide.
Hiya, dear.
Comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abela, how they sing.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it?
It's
I
me.
have no answer.
What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master cog, and the silence.
What? You don't mean the Engineer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counter.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other air lives as well. Quickly.
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp? But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Yeah.
Did you want something?
I'll use her very limitly.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Did I
wanted
mention that
Dira
my
to
whispers tell me
use
jokes?
warp
Jokes
lightning.
that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle.
We'll
Talk
go
about
here.
black comedy. Should I divine our next step?
And Shabupi.
Was that you? Or what an unfortunate turn of fate?
And that's how you turn someone into a pile of goop. Goop pile. Goop. And good old fashioned. Here. Start the You idiots.
Such is the will of chaos.
My ears are ringing.
I want to avoid the psychic veil degradation. When psychers reach deeper into the warp to power their abilities, always a chance of the Imperium blending into our reality, a factor to never destructive and damaging. Beginning of the combat, veil degradation use starts at 0, increases by 1, minor psychic power, and 3 for each one.
Will do. Be gone.
Exactly what they were doing there, but okay.
Anything else?
Okay.
Out of my way!
Ah. Alright. Strike.
At your beck and call, reduced to dust.
Ah.
Victory is imminent.
What? I was misunderstanding something, apparently. Equip your last pistol.
Actions will speak louder
And I
than
miss.
words. I cannot comply.
Get up behind this fucker and zap them. That'll hurt other people. Not bad. The psychic shriek won't.
Farewell.
And now just cleave him to bits.
I will do like I took care of this one.
Right. Creature in chair, it appears to be become one with the throne. Yeah, he's the navigator, so he's like, oh, kill me.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place.
Your time is short.
Voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. You're in need of help, okay?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Ah! It came from beyond. His body is not his.
Scream, mech by sound, cry your head. The unseen creature. Triumph's sight navigator.
Charge thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
Yeah, you look like you're...
Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
This navigator is still alive, very so you know.
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed.
And then he becomes basically just a warp Neddy no-no. But we have places to be. And we have a very mentally unwell mommy to deal with. Scrappy auto gun. No. Collect all. Cancel. Always add to the cargo zone. Add to cargo. Oh. Cargo, cargo, to cargo, and to cargo. Because we can get real... Send it to cargo, 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 and maybe the psychic staff? I mean, she has the exact same psychic staff, so it's good. Okay, officer's deck. Now we run across Gunny Mommy, who likes to gun and praise the Emperor. And probably reeks too. I've always thought about that with Sisters of Battle. If you stood next to one, they'd probably stink. They're in those outfits all day, non-stop. They sleep in them, they eat in them. Because when they bathe, they take it off. And how often they get a chance to do that? Mommy.
I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
Shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my Emperor.
Cool. I might give you a heavy bolter.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you? The hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the arch-enemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire...
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation. So I suggest we all do
no
just
traitor, you
that.
can be sure of that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
Me too. What's the warrior of Dieptus Sarita's doing aboard Rogue Trader ship?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice. Through this door, I shall join you, for it is my duty.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do with...
Good to hear it.
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through...
Right. Now, she's already fully equipped. She's got an auto pistol, which, you know, by the time you're using the auto pistol, shit's gotten bad. And of course, she has a good old-fashioned bolter. She also has kind of power armor. It's not the same sort of Space Marine power armor, but it's power armor enough. And a bunch of healing items.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Now, we're looking for it's not there, is it? I got I'm looting my own ship. Supplements of litho sticks. maglev in player, crate of trank injectors, and a salvage omni processor. So the door's like here. Well-maintained stub revolver. I will take that. And everything void sweet ale. Ew. Low capacity feud tank. And vat meal cakes. Something can be found in the officer's deck, yeah. Okay, so I will switch out the stub revolver for this and give myself a other pistol. There. Yeah. Yeah.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Large enough for a person to get through, so can we? No.
For the Emperor! Let
I
us
agree.
walk this path to the end.
Oh, there we go. Don't know why I was acting that way. Now we get to ambush them.
My
The best way to start is to use an AoE attack.
But of course.
Don't you dare to cross us!
Your Emperor won't save you.
But unfortunately, that's not what happened.
Hey, what's that?
Now we move Mommy up here so she can go Daka. Abelard needs no cover, and I shall lead from kind of the front. Ah. Okay, this should cause quite the damage.
Anything else? What an unfortunate
Beautiful. I'll miss her. And I say that because, well, I don't like. I don't trust them.
On it.
I don't trust their kind, freakish mutants.
Will do.
Like how they intend she don't touch the model.
Chaos guides me.
Missed. Missed. Okay, it's Daddy's time to shine. Yoink. And yoink.
And so it shall be done.
Now, let's try out our new toy. Here.
I will not be deterred.
Oh, I should have seen that coming. Ha, you call that a gun? Run and gun.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it. Eradicate it.
Bang.
Doubt
Bang.
is for the weak.
Damn it. No more
I
bang.
refuse. unacceptable.
Alright. That's her turn.
Death to the weak.
Ah, blood. What could I use again? Oh. Smashy, smashy.
At your beck and call, reduced to dust.
Ah, I bet you too. A grenade would fix all this up.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Now, I could, in theory,
Cover me.
maybe. We're gonna take back the ship for this stream. This'll do. Huh, no.
But of course, be gone.
There we go.
Anything else?
I'm sure she's delighted that I just did that.
May the Divine's will be done.
Now, who could I hit? You?
The
Probably not.
Emperor commands.
Nope.
I can't allow
Oh, I
myself
suck
to do
at
this.
this.
I won't suffer this.
Okay, I don't want her to
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
start with this dude.
I'll do it.
Beautiful.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Chaos guides me.
Ah, blood. If you
It
don't
will be
mind.
done.
Thank you. Can you charge
I
towards
will
him?
do my duty.
Well, that's close enough. And
They
you.
who discern the future own the battlefield. Will do.
Sweet.
The Divine watches over us.
Let's see. Synth leather. Elcon, sweet ales. And we are traders after all. But I actually really like how the resources don't matter as much as just the fact that they're just resources. Resources that can equate to like measurements of influence. Because in a way we're almost like a post-scarcity society. Oh yeah, what's that? No, keep that. Machine right set. Multi-key. You can use it to unlock the door. But you don't get the experience. There's another multi-key, useful for, oh, it's the same. Chardonnay, grok steak, some flasks. Okay, let's go to
We
the door
shall
here.
reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Mode of force, here we go. Logic. Levicus. Access received. Let's see. Goods. Plastic crystal cores. Catacens of St. Drusus. Servo purity. Is there anything else? Operator's gloves, tech use. I might have that for myself. And most importantly of all, melted charges, which we use to get through the door at the top there.
With each step, I
Argenta
forge my
knows how to blow
destiny
shit
among
up.
the stars.
Melt charge, multi-key, or tech use. Tech use is free.
I have proven myself yet again.
Restore the power supply. Tech use. Yes, please. Now open the door with the power of a finger. Next. Use tech use. Yeah. Oh, it's multi-key. Shouldn't have done that. But you do get 2 more multi-keys, so. And I got my shotgun. Woot! More Medicaid stuff and more melted charges. Making a grand total of 5.
Let us walk this
Useful.
path to the end.
At least I think it will be. If we ever run across a tank, we can always distract shit and slap it onto the side. That'll fuck it up. Sticky bomb. Golden Tokay. Demon engine hearts. Rolls of synth leather. Alright. Inventory. Where gives 3 bonus to tech use, but my tech use is pretty high. It's 35. Alright. For now. Now I don't need 2 pistols. But I would like a shotgun. So let's put the sword here. I don't like that you don't see the shotgun. There we go. Hell yeah. It's just a Mossberg, isn't it? No. Take this off her. She'll never use it. Split. One goes here. You get one. You also get the multi.
I will not.
Ooh, she was angry. Why not? There. I almost feel like I should give the shotgun to Abelard. But if we're using Abelard for range, something's gone inherently wrong. Last pistol, last pistol. Okay. Oh damn. Collect all. Inventory. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. Alright. Now, demolitions. Place it.
Never doubt me.
And get the fuck away. Woot. We also leveled up. Right, now as you can see, I'm shooting wild. Thank you, officer. Sir immediately grants an ally an extra turn. Nice. her. Expose weakness. Removes all exploits from the target, decreasing the target's dodge, parry, and armor by minus 15 exploits removed 1. Okay. Getting into the fucking weeds there. Revel and Slaughter. Immediately removes the winded effect until the end of the combat. The following bonuses: 10 ballistics. Right. Let's get going. There's still a few more things we can loot.
Watch is over us.
Tech use Leviticus.
I rise above hardships.
Here we go. Decked Officer Helmet. Very useful that Abelard gets that. As he will be the one rushing right up to people and then proceeding to go rah and then smash them up. It's very telling.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Now, let's keep going. Oh, here's a very important part of the story. As if it's up for debate. Roar of the flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. Seems to be recoiled from the scorching heat. Wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noises and screams. You distinctly hear a sound, footsteps. You can see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. Theodora von Valentis.
Are you lost, my heir?
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
I don't know, Argenta. Could it be maybe her soul? But that would imply that she's dead, wouldn't it?
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain.
Yeah, Diva is pleading, begging the man to give her an immediate answer, and the answer would be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart,
yes.
If you are resolute in your faith, then to the void with you. We need
the people. The survivors.
Yeah, do you want to go heretic,
help the crew, lead them out, find a way
iconoclast, which is a nice way of saying human, like a humanist, or do you want to be Puritan? Well, I'm gonna go pure.
Then we'll miss our chance to
Dogmatic.
meet up
Walk
with
through the fire. The Emperor will guide the righteous in their path. Thousands of needles pierce your consciousness, but are powerless to stop you. Step forward, illusion breaks, excruciating pain crashes over you, fades. Yeah. But look, everyone else who follows still dies, because the Emperor does not protect everyone equally. Praise the Emperor. The Aquila, aglow with a warm light before you. The Aquila, the sacred symbol of the Imperium. For the next moment, you are struck with another realization. Your Voltic presence, once plagued you since you were wounded, is gone. The fire seemed to burn the entity away without trace.
Master, can you hear me? Oh, you're alive. Which is more than I was expecting after what you just did.
praise the Emperor. We passed through the flames. How can this be anything but a portent? For so it is said that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast in...
Yep, the Emperor protects.
Indeed he does. Oh, if I hadn't seen it myself. I never would have believed.
What happened
Shut
to
up,
Lady
mutant.
Theodora? Did she fall?
There was no Theodora, witch. There was an illusion, a temptation, a foul taint that tried to lead us astray.
It's getting dark.
But he perceived its true
And literally, it's
nature.
getting dark. It's sunsetting.
Is that right, Adepta Sanctimonious? What? We'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord's Captain standing there in the fire? Abala.
Whatever it was, it matters no longer. Your conduct is bordering on madness, or holiness. A path opened behind you, where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. But what am I saying?
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudably passed. It is something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
Yeah, it's why so many Sisters of Battle become ugly really quickly. Their faces get ripped up, they lose limbs. No element holds power of the righteous. Yep. Oh, great. More
My
mutants.
eyes deceive me. I could swear that I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire with the rest following in your wake.
People will now spread. This is the only way responsive alcohol law being late for an engagement. Hurry to join forces with others. Time to push the heretics back.
Indeed it is. Your wounds.
He is warp test succeeded. Have changed since you first met, only at first glance. Yep, you're not best day for yourself.
Notice the signs of my blessing, have you? Yes. The warp is taking its toll. But I'm still sane and able to hold my weapon. I'll fight for the Von Phalanxius bloodline to the end. And if the price is the eternal curse of mutation, so be it.
My fate keeps me upright with weapon in hand. That's all that matters.
Pray, forgive my insistence. I shall not be the one to doubt the faith of he who has passed the trial. I have gathered everyone who answered the Vox call and was able to hold a weapon. Yet I do not see the Lord Captain or her arch-militant in our midst.
It was at this very elevator, Master Edelthrad. The Lord Captain, accompanied by the Arch-Militant, headed to her chambers to retrieve an item of particular import.
He gets some
After
decent
that,
gear.
All we
at
heard
her
from her
place.
were Vox broadcasts.
This is troubling, and the timing is inopportune. A reasonable approach. Take your escort with you. You may be waylaid. Once you have found the Lord Captain, you must beg her to go to the bridge and lead the counterattack. The rogue trader's appearance is sure to fill the defenders' hearts with hope, however frightened or exhausted they may be. Until next we meet, may the Emperor bless your deeds. I shall see you on the field of battle.
Alright.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
A secret item. Some generic goods. Reinforced thermoplast and some promethium.
This is out of the ordinary.
Yes. Bayonets.
Know your duty.
What a scrappy autogun. Let's go. Lady Captain's quarters. If you're enjoying this stream, please like, share, and subscribe. Check out the links down below and all that. But also, all future Rogue Traders will happen over on Twitch. So be sure to subscribe over there. We should have Simpsons later, but I don't know how long that's going to be. Could very well be only like an hour after we do this, or could be a little bit more. Well, first things first, we got to do is to go and look at the underwear of my cousin. Cousin of the
We shall
underwear.
reclaim
Where
what
is
is
the cousin?
rightfully ours.
Oh no, it seems somebody is dead. If only we knew who killed her.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls. No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
No. Lord Captain. Who would even dare? It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here. And he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
Okay, so you look for items that might give a glimmer. Now you examine her body. You find some of the glass, a very important MacGuffin of this setting. What does this shard tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul. That's what tainted witchcraft.
Items related to the Inquisitor play a big role in it. Holy Ordos, but which Holy Ordos?
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the... Yes, the Crucible. No, wait!
Idira, you can't...
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh, no. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Okay. In the meantime, yoink. Get his... The Helmet of the Devoted Protector. Wears immunity for enemy critical hits first 3 rounds of combat. Yoink. Definitely
With each
make
step,
that
I
a
forge
box.
my destiny among the stars.
Theodora's Rosary. 10 bonus to commerce and lore. Yes, please. Oh yeah, they're all little worlds. That's right. Each one of them is a world in the little mini empire that they have. And here's the Rogue Trader Cloak, which of course I will have. I am now all but established. And this little computer here is also where you see the thank you from Owlcat.
The divine watches over us.
You think you take the items off the wall and fight with them? Alright. Let's see. Helmet of the Devout. Yes, please. Rogue Trader Cloak. Yes, please. Rosary. Yes, please. Handwritten letter. With a seal. Esteemed Theodora, a chance and circumstances have demanded your immediate assistance in our mutual cause. Forthwith, upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparations for your crew, part for Record System, one of my acolytes, Internorator Henriks van Calix, operates there at the present time. On your arrival in the system, you will, without delay, make contact with him and offer any assistance required, which you will provide him passage to the Fundabarius system. Board the ship. On footfall, the interrogator will move himself from presence away further instructions. Anticipating any question you may have had, stress the nature of interrogator von Calix's activities. If required, himself will dislocate. Alright. As you can tell, this game is going to have a lot of reading going forward. So while if you're just listening to this and not actually watching, that's fair. I do a lot of that myself. But if you want to hit the whole fruit, you're going to have to read it, or better yet, play the game yourself. It's a fun game.
I will deliver
Now,
furious retribution.
Come to chaos.
now, I don't want to immediately get attacked. So he's actually fine where he is. As for our boy here, my character goes here. Genta needs a good rain of fire. Most importantly, Idra needs nothing in front of her.
I took care of this one.
And that goes. And bits for impact. Alright. Bring it down. Bring it down. Officer immediately grants an ally an extra 2 turn with AP and no MP.
Actions will speak louder than words.
I'll do it. Crush is a prayer.
Come on, man.
I refuse.
You serve me. See if we can get a good kill off with this. Hey, that wasn't so bad.
Ultimate victory. I will not be deterred.
And now our Queenie can keep on shooting. Ah!
I'm not the enemy.
Whoops.
Doubt is for the weak.
Alright, now we go beside her.
Guided by faith.
And fire.
I'll do it.
And miss. Of course. If you don't mind, we have some zapping to zap.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Nice. Well, I should have done this first.
No can
Oh well.
We'll
He's
do.
almost certainly coming here first. That should be that.
I shall endure everything with unshakable faith.
That looked badass, but did next to no real damage.
Victory is imminent. It will be done.
Okay. Finest hour. Officer grants an ally an extra turn. And now I get to pick all of these. One of these. Well, not all of them, but bulk of them. Shield Mastery, Plasma, Overcharge, Melta, Melee Special, Last Weapon, Heavy Armor. Characteristic training, weapon skill. Ballistic skill actually would be better. Actually, that's the... I think that's kind of like the coward's way out. Bolter weapons might be later on and pretty good. It'll be a while yet before I get my hands on a bolter. When the officer uses an ability that grants movement points to target, the officer also gains half the number of movement points. Armor of Content. Whenever an ally is affected by officer's ability that grants temporary wounds to the ally's armor that increases by 10, does not stack. Solid projectile, staggering, sticky webbing, swift movement. Around 2 movement points. That's just useful. Alright. Yeah. Swift movement. Warrior. Is there any like immediately counter attack, you know? Easy target. Warrior critical damage increased by 8 against enemies not armed with melee weapons. Nah, that doesn't seem all that useful. Defensive stance, disarm. Warrior takes damage to gain 11% dodge. Ooh, crowd kill. That seems very specific. Living shield. Ramming speed. Increases charge distance by 3 cells. Perfect. Let's see. Inflict despair. When the operative hits an enemy that is affected by exploits, that seems a bit much. Joint offense. Passive learning. On the first turn, the operative randomly distributes the same number of exploits when using analyze enemies among the enemy. All enemies in a 10 radius around the operative. Start of each of the operative's subsequent turns. Ooh. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. Every parallel warp increases momentum by 13. Tempting, but it's not movement. Reducing wounds by half the character's level, rounded up. Seems like you'd want that much later on in game. Alright. Let's bring up movement with this one. Rack and Ruin. After soldier deals damage to 3 different enemies, soldier gains 18% more damage. Ooh. Best way to do that is to hit a lot of people straight away. Combat Medicae. With a medikit, it restores additional wounds and one less. That could be useful. No, I'm going to pick swift movement as well. Alright. Might be a little dull, but getting around the map is pretty good. Grace to the Oblivious. Oh, this is what Krendar was on about on Dorktide. Grace of the Oblivious. The wearer gains 5 toughness if their intelligence is less than 35. And if I'm right, our lads is less than 35. Bunch of last pistols. Bunch of swords. Meaning I can give him this. Here, I'm actually going to add him. Spell it. Oblivio. Alright. I'm sure that I could click on this item somewhere, but we'll see. No? Alright. Let's go and do this.
The Whispers told me how.
Alright, let's go.
The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
You are here. But where is the Lord Captain?
Landius is dead, founder of New York.
God Emperor, preserve us. The rogue traitor is dead. The ship has lost her Lord Captain. And the house its head. No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
Oh, hush.
I've seen it before.
Bid you very thought of yielding, only resigning your fate will choose suffer defeat.
The changes are already accelerating.
Bid you to a very thought of yielding, only by resigning your fate will you truly suffer defeat.
Words worthy of a right.
Save the lofty words for later, will you?
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
I like how you just there like, fuck you. We're better. Well, I don't know if we're better, but the Emperor is better than bowing to these monsters.
We are out of time.
We're to die to stay, we will die with honor.
No. To die altogether is to allow the flame of the dynasty to perish in the dark. No. It will not be like this. Not today. The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp.
I got Ethelred is set up to be
Watch
like
over
your
our realm.
competition.
Accursed traitor! A time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder. Remember my words, for they are the vow of he who marches toward his death.
What? Theodora is dead? No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Well, you made a bit of a boo-boo. Thanks. Warp spawn time.
More enemies to face judgment. We are truly blessed this day. All of you will bleed.
Alright, Arbalad. Need to get him down here to start slaughtering the side hustle. Because the creature siphons energy off the cultists. So we need him to immediately... We need to basically depopulate the cult.
I cannot comply.
Really? Okay.
Rejoice in service.
Faith without deed.
One dead traitor. Ha ha ha.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. None can
Two
escape
dead
the Emperor's
traitors.
judgment.
Ha ha ha. That's for me. I forgot the shotgun. Let's see if I can pull this shit off.
Actions will set this be
Woo!
warning to all
Hell
who
yeah!
oppose us. And so shall it be done. The Emperor commands.
I have the finest hour. Extra turn with a full AP. Oh yes.
May
Genta.
my wrath be thy undoing.
This game can be so generous and borked, but mostly generous. Oh no! A Revelant slaughter. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's gonna make Chaos very happy that you're doing that. How many are left? Just him, and I can't reach him. Shit. But I can do run and gun.
Rejoice in battle.
Can I hit this dude?
As the Emperor commands, each strike is a prayer.
Hell yeah! I've done everything. Right, Abelard. Get a slicing.
An exemplary strike.
What am I doing, cleave?
At your beck and pray,
Whoa.
your hand. I will do my duty.
Alright, this is gonna hurt like a motherfucker.
Victory is imminent.
So endure. Argenta. How many rounds can you put in this fucker? Oh. Baby, I'd say marry me, but you'd shoot me for being licentious.
What?
Be gone.
That's how you do that. I know we're on story mode, but still. Hell yeah. Let's see. Gloves of Endurance. When the wearer of these gloves suffers an injury or fall unconscious, the allies get 1 bonus to damage. Mantle of Heroism. Iconoclast follower. And a blade shard. A MacGuffin. Now we can level up. So how about I level up? I level up ballistic skills. Enemies suffer a minus penalty to dodge against last weapon attacks. Alright. I'm using a shotgun right now, but last weapons are incredibly common. Easy target, desolation, and thick skin. A weapon, ooh. When the warrior parries an attack, their next weapon arc attack ability costs one less. Okay. You gotta give him more weapon skill. Perception. Willpower? Willpower. Edge of Fate, Fatebringer. Allies under effects release one psychic power. Additional 7% armor pretend. Oh, 7% armor penetration. Okay. Ballistic skill. Just make her stronger at shooting things. Exploit surroundings. Cover effectiveness. Increase 10% for full cover and 20% of far. Rack and ruin. Hey, that increases the Hey, that's cool. The heavy rate. Okay. Point blank. It's ooh. Yeah, if they get up close. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's see. I believe he's the one that can wear this. Yep. What does it do? Each heroic act increases the wearer dodge with 20%. Oh yes, I want that. And we'll give Argenta the gloves.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Sure, there's something here I can grab, but let's just get going.
Rival, Master Helmsman, system status report.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal. Living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry, we'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long. Must have been Providence. It better have been the Emperor's, not someone else's. When they barged in here, the ones with the Master of Whispers, some officers charged them, but it wasn't even a fight. I grabbed whoever I could and dragged them behind the cogitators. Then, I prayed for our rescue.
I remember his voice being different.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
Alright. And we talk to a demon, and then we get out of the warp, and then there's the we have to listen to the whole like spiel first. Sorcerer is invisible to the mortal eye. Whatever's beneath the thin scale is continuously changing while remaining the same. Theodora, false rogue trader's eyes, true nature, yeah.
Mortal, who are you to oppose the very flows of fate? It matters not. Your footfalls are an echo of the sand pouring between the scales. Your hopes and faith are my mockery.
Or do you resist the temptation of the warp once? Whatever you are will not cloud my mind when you lose it.
Resisting the inevitable means only that realization and submission will bring greater torment. There is no power that can hinder the flows of fate.
Okay, Zinch. And if that's the case, how come he keeps on losing?
The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Counter-argument. I will kill you and make this place the most horrific Imperial stronghold ever, to the point where whatever you think you're about to do might actually be better, whatever we're going to turn it into.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
Seneschal, the Navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you, with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow, that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision, it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the Warrant of Trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live. The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
That's not Toby Longworth, is it? Doing the voice. He's the narrator for the trailer for Dawn of War 4.
But victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members.
Yes.
Yet hope remained. For the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. To hang the ancestral banners once again, and exact vengeance on the enemies of House von Valancius and humanity.
Beep, motherfucking boop. Darkest Dungeon style artwork there. No, I only ever played that really briefly. I have it somewhere. I should give it a go again. And every year I keep saying this, I want to get my hands on Castle Crashers. I love the artwork, it's so vibrant. Oh. Okay. Oh no, voice work here. That's weird for a few hours. Witness your fearless rush into the fray on deck. Yeah. What's agenda? I'm ready to start the briefing. Wait. Just gonna go through these real quick. I want to get to the point where I can save. Shows off the remaining crew. Perhaps you introduce the present. Our new Vox Master. Do you like scrawny, basically heroin junkie, robo people right out of Dune? Here's our gruff helmsman that I swear they changed his voice actor. I Factorum Janus Derek, who oversees supplies. He's the motherfucker that makes the food and the guns and all the things that we need. Master of Ordnance. Oh yeah, they don't really have much in the way of a background. Is that everyone? Fortunately, our choir master, Zachary Wells, is in Astraxeda. He's in charge of communications. Yeah. You can grab about 2 more individuals. Cannot be briefing Master of Arms and Confessor Albaret. Wish to hear the report. Oh, here's our, he's like our repair dude. I Factorum. Because I'm wrapping this up, I'm not reading any of it. Winter Scale, whole system in fact, Winter Scale Dynasty, that's very important because we will be next time dealing with them. Hear from you now. Yeah, he's got no. Here's our tech priest, but there's not much he can do right now. Someone care to translate? I see, thank you. Deliver your status report. Machine Spear Keeper. Yeah. Helmsman. Navis Nobility Station, where we get to meet our scaly little queen, who can also blind thousands of people by just opening her third eye, which is not a metaphor. That would be our fourth eye. Okay. Dogmatic. Execute him. Yep. Sorry, motherfucker. I don't even know why I killed him. I just know that it was very naughty what he did. Acquired new end cheater, Primaris navigation, and you also have to repair the ship. Tell me about the system. Vox messages, augurs, thank you, dismissed. And now it will just immediately, yep. Lady Thora, attorney on the Inquisitor's commission. What has he asked of us? Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man. Yep. Now here is Argenta and Hydra. Abelard, bring this witch to heal. Nelson Valley to report concluded, and now we can hopefully fuck off. Yay! Right. Okay, that is that. Now as far as I can tell, that's it for streaming for the week, which is going to consist of 2 days. But over the next 3 days, we're going to watch the remainder of Dungeon Meshi, and all of season 6 of The Simpsons. So be sure to stick around on Discord. In the new week, I believe we have UFF. We have Borderlads, and we have, where's my phone? Got my calendar right here. There's also a coffee and chat coming up, but I don't think it's on the same week. No, that's the week after next. Alright, I was gonna have rum and coke, but I decided against that. So I won't be on this week over on Debate Hub. Instead, I should actually delete that. There we go. Come on. There. Delete. Oop. Instead, on Wednesday, I will be watching some 80s action movies with you guys over on the Discord. So I'll be having a few drinks there. I might give you a stream beforehand, but I don't know. But if you are in the neighborhood, want to swing on by, by all means. Not much else to say other than please like, share, subscribe. And if you want to see more of this, you know where to find it. That's over on Twitch. You'll see more games coming forward. Yeah, that's basically it. I got stuff to do now, so you take care and bye.